Hello guys, good morning. In this video, I will configure AWS Client VPN. By the way, I am Anthony De Los Santos. I am a network engineer, a Cisco certified and AWS certified. Here's the problem. Let's say you're in vacation and then you want to connect to your cloud server. Since you will be using public internet, you must use a safe and secure connection. The solution for this is to install a AWS VPN client. So we will install VPN client on the cloud side, and we will install in your laptop an AWS VPN client. Here's the full topology of our project. I will be using Mumbai, and so we will do the following. We will launch the VPC. We will install internet gateway so that I can connect from my home going to the Linux server to create the certificate for server and the client VPN. And we will launch an instance for the Windows that we can use during the testing, like a remote desktop. After we create the certificate, we will import this one on our certificate manager. Okay, let's get started. Then we will create a VPC. 10.1.0.0/16. Then let's create. Next, we will click Actions, edit VPC settings, enable DNS hostname, and then save. Then we need to create a 2 subnet. So let's create a subnet. Let's choose the VPC, and then let's make it a public. 10.1.1.0/24. Then I will use this availability zone. The subnet is 10.1.1.0/24, and then create subnet. Then create another one. We'll make it as private 10.1.2.0/24. This is only a name just so that I can see on the description. So I will use different availability zone. I will put the IP subnet here, 10.1.2.0/24, and then create. Then next we need to create an internet gateway. Create an internet gateway, GW. Create, and then attach to the VPC. Select the VPC, touch the gateway. We need to create a route table. My table. Then click this one. Then create route table. And then after that, we need to do the subnet association. We will associate the 2 subnet. Then save. Next, we will launch the EC2. We will launch this Linux server that we will be using to create a server certificate and client certificate, client VPN certificate. And then we will install a Windows server so that we can test during the testing of the VPN using our laptop going to the server. Let's continue. So it will be I will name it Linux certificate server. We need to create a key pair. I will create June 12 just to make it easy for me to remember. To create a security group, click edit, select the VPC. We will put in the public subnet. We will enable the auto IP address, and then my netsec group, and then I will copy this, paste, and then I will add, for the meantime, for testing only, I will allow all the traffic for the inbound from anywhere, so that it will be simple for us to launch this testing. Here in advance, click this enable, and then launch. Next, we'll launch another instance, and this time we will be using the test server. So Windows test server. Okay, it should be Windows so that we can RDP 2016 base. We'll select the key pair that we created before. Click edit, select the VPC, select the private, enable the auto IP, select the security group that I created before, advance, and then enable this, then launch. We will edit first the route table. Click the route table, edit. We will allow a connection if we want to go into the internet, use the internet gateway, and then save. After that, we will connect to our Linux server so that we can start to configure the certificate server. So let's connect. Okay, let's start to configure the Linux certificate server. So let's connect. Click connect, then connect. Then you need to this document. So you just find this link on the internet and then go to enable mutual authentication, and then we will follow this. But before that, we have to do command to install. We need to install the server, which is the command is sudo su, and then yum install get, enter, then press yes. Okay, and then we will copy this, paste, Then we'll add a name. I will put it mynet CA server. Enter. We need to build the certificate. Copy, paste. Server.vpn. Enter. Then press type yes. After that, we'll copy this next one and then paste. Next, we need to create a folder, and then we will move the files. For this one, you need to modify this with vpn.cert. Copy, vpn.key. Enter. Then paste. Then the last one, paste, and then I will change folder. We'll see what's inside. So as you can see, we moved to the custom folder this file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So next we will import this to the CA server, AWS CA server. So let's go to VPC, type certificate manager. We will open it on the other view tab, and then we will import the certificates. So click import. From here, for the certificate body, you go back to your Linux and then type CAT and then server. We'll copy this, paste, and then copy from the begin certificate up to the end. Right click, copy, put it here, then go back again. So let's put ls. So the next thing is the key. So we'll copy this, cut, and then paste, then copy the whole key, and for this optional you can use also ls cut. I will put this cut crt. Okay, copy this and then import. Now let's see if it is issued. So now it's issued. Next we need to create VPN endpoints. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we will install VPN endpoint. We will import the certificate that we created to the certificate manager, which we created already, and then we will apply the certificate for the VPN endpoint for the server, and also we'll install in your laptop VPN client the certificate. So let's start it. So from the VPC, let's go down at the bottom. There's a VPN client VPN endpoint. Create a VPN client endpoint. Let's name it as mynet VPN point. I'll copy this. Then for the DNS, for the subnet, we'll use 10.0.0.0/22. And then for the authentication, this is the certificate that we import. We'll select use mutual authentication. We'll select the certificate again. We will enable split tunneling. For the DNS, it should be 10.1.0.2, and then here is 8.8.8.8. Usually where I got that. So from here, when you go to your VPC, and then for the authentication, this is the certificate that we import. We'll select use mutual authentication. We'll select the certificate again. We will enable split tunneling. For the DNS, it should be 10.1.0.2, and then here is 8.8.8.8. usually where I got that. So from here, when you go to your VPC, your VPC here, this is our subnet. So the DNS should be .2. So I'll go back here. So that's why I put here 10.1.0.2. Then we'll select the VPC. We'll select the security. Okay, everything is fine, and then we will launch. We'll create. So it will take time before it will be processed, but we need to click the target group and then associate the target group. Select the VPN, and for this one, for the target group, we will select the private subnet. This is the one we will use, and then associate. Then another thing we need to add for the authorization rule. So for this one, we will authorize that we can remote or we can access the whole subnet, which is 0.0.0, 2.1.0.0/16. It means the whole VPC subnet. If there's any server that installed in any of this range, you will be allowed to remote from outside. Okay, this is for this demo purposes only, but you can modify this one, like for example only the private subnet. But at this demonstration, I will just allow all, and then click authorization, and then refresh. So it will be pending. We will wait until it will be ready, but while we're waiting for that, we can download already the client configuration that we will install in our laptop. So let's click this, download, and then show in folder. I will open it using my edit notepad. So from here, we need to create, we will paste the certificate. Okay, this certificate for the VPN client and the key. /key. So where are we gonna get this? So you can get it on Linux console, and then let's ls. So for the client, we need this certificate and we need this key. So to do that, it's the same command, cut. We'll copy this and then paste, and then we'll copy this client certificate, and then we'll put it on our notepad, paste. And then for the key, let's go back there, let's type ls, and then cut, then press enter, and then copy all of this, copy, then go back to the notepad, and then paste. After that, let's save this one. This file will be sent to our laptop or our PC so that we can install this configuration to the AWS VPN Client application. So I will save as this. I'll put it on my okay. Now what we will do, we'll go to my laptop. So I will remote my laptop, or you can install in this PC also, but for me, just for clear flow, I have a one PC or a laptop that I will remote, and then I will install the application and the VPN config. But where you can get this application, this link, AWS VPN Client download, if you are using Windows, click the Windows, and then once you download it, copy this file to your laptop, and also the config that we modify, which is this one. Both of them will put on the laptop. So this is my laptop. So I already paste the installer and the config. So I will install now. Install. Then yes. So the AWS client is installed. Double click, and then let's create a profile. File, manage profile. I have all before, but I will delete it so that we're clear. So I will make it a test, and then I will search this file, which is the the config that we modify with the certificate and key, then add profile, and then done. Then let's go back first to our VPC endpoint. If it's already ready, we'll check. So now it's available, right? And then we need to check also our EC2 instance IP address. So let's, the one we'll remote is this test server. So the IP is 10.1.2.84. This is the local IP address. So first, we'll go back to the, I will copy it. Okay. First, we need to connect the AWS VPN client. Now it's connected. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to do is we will remote desktop. The IP address is 10.1.2.84. As you can see, we will go back here. This is the local 10.2.84. So this is the laptop. Click connect, and then it will ask a username. So where is that? So when you go back to your EC2 instance, if you connect, we'll get the password first. So we'll upload the key. I think this one. Okay. I will add it. Decrypt. So this is the Windows password. The username is administrator and the password is this. So I will go back to my laptop, for example, and then I will type administrator, and then we will paste the password. Okay, so we'll remote desktop from your laptop going to the Windows server using AWS VPN Client. So let's go back to the laptop and then press OK. As you can see, I was able to connect to our server, which is here on a cloud, using the VPN, AWS VPN client. So this is now the server, and we are done on this project. Thank you so much.